Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
There we go. All better now. Man, titties are the greatest things on earth.
Hail and howdy, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Dive, the Double D's, the show where you, the audience, the chat are in charge. I get a little bit to myself. The rest is all up to you. You are the creative directors. You make me watch things. You make me read things. You make me react to things for your entertainment. And I'm glad everybody's here. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a fun weekend. It was a good weekend. We played Among Us on Saturday night for Ballbusters Gaming. We do it once a month. We have to separate it because the horrible things that are said during that, the outbursts, the gnashing of teeth, the wailing, it is epic. And this one was an epic one. If you didn't get a chance to watch it from my perspective, you can go over to the gaming channel, Renaissance Nerd Arcade. Link is in the description below. You can check it out there, the whole thing. I had a great night. On Among Us on Saturday. I was imposter 3 times. And even though I went 2 for 3, the one that I lost, I essentially killed everybody. And because we ran out of time and the final couple people were sticking together, it was obvious it was me. So there was nothing I could do. So they had me dead to rights. So I killed one of them on the way out the door and took my loss. But I kind of won. They didn't know it was me until the last moment. The other 2, though, it was a good one. It was a good one. We ran the table, never got busted. It was glorious. It was entertaining. It was fun. And I know you guys had a really good time watching. And we do it once a month, though. You can catch usually my perspective, Jeremy's perspective, Alf's perspective, and a couple other people. It's a lot of fun. So you can join us every month when we do that. We let you know. We give you plenty of time. Other than that, we had a good weekend as well. Talked a good movie with Mission Impossible 1, MI1, 1996, over on Drive-In. Getting ready, because Jed wanted to do it because this week is the final Mission Impossible movie. It's the end. So it's coming up. So we did that. Had fun. Had a really good roundtable yesterday. A lot of good talking. Had a really, really fun last night recording with Brad, Fractured, and Hitman for Wormhole Watch. You can catch the edited version on Brad's channel on Wednesday. It was a good one, and we finished DS9 Season 1. We completed the season. It was 20 weeks. It's hard to believe. It doesn't feel like we've been doing that show for 20 weeks now, but we have been doing Wormhole Watch for 20 weeks, and we are now starting Season 2 this weekend. And it's only going to get better because DS9 does get better as you go along. We got a lot of good stuff planned for that show, so keep checking that out. It's a lot of fun. It's just pure Star Trek nerd fun, and a lot of funny things happen. A lot of good banter back and forth. I mean, I admit this last episode, I was kind of quiet in terms of some of the conversations because I had to be quiet. Because if I had started talking, would have been a lot of spoilers for Fractured and Hitman who've never seen the series before. So I had to be quiet. I had to save some commentary for the end, but it's a good one, a lot of fun, and now it's only going to get better. I cannot wait for you guys to join us on those adventures. And we got a lot of good gaming ahead of us this week. I'm excited. We're going back to Expedition 33, most likely tomorrow night. There's just no time for me to play it today. There's just no time. We got 3 streams today. We got this. We've got Doctor Who Cares reviews tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern here on Jed's channel and on Dermy's channel. And then we got Mellow Mondays right after Who Cares reviews. So and then between this and Who Cares, I got to do regular shit. I got to get other shit done. So I have to be able to have normal things done so that we can have a smooth sailing for the rest of the week. So tomorrow we are likely to play more Expedition 33. Very likely tomorrow night. Very likely. I'm having a great time playing. I can't wait to get back to it. Let's see. And reminder, I'll remind you now, getting in the show. Not this Friday, but next Friday is the usual Expanded Universe Book Club, where we will pick a book. Well, we're going to not pick a book. We're going down the timeline of the stories. And this month, it is Barbara Hamley's Children of the Jedi. So you guys got 2 weeks now if you want to read it and be a part of the conversation, because it's a live stream thing. I will do book club live every month from my segment of the show last Friday or last Thursday, depending on when the end of the month is, of every month. We will do this. We will enjoy it. We will have fun. We are talking real Star Wars. And I'm talking about this because we are going to talk about a little Star Wars for one of my segments today. I might have 2 segments, depending on how I feel and what you guys throw my way. But we're going to EU Book Club, baby. EU Book Club. So you got 2 weeks before we're going to sit down and talk about it live on stream. I'm excited. Is that thunder? No, it's just somebody moving something. I thought I heard thunder. Anyway, so how we all doing? Hail the goddess. Hail Kratos. And I'm going to say hail to Kratos because Kratos for 20 over on Stream Elements. For part of today's entertainment, I'd like to see what you think of the Harry Potter skirmishes by Internet Historian. Okay, Kratos has purchased $20 for a reaction of that. And that puts us, let's go over what's going on. That puts us at, no, wrong one. That puts us at $1,331 of the donation tiers for my Day of Doom, my Week of Doom at Galaxy's Edge. We are now only a mere 69. That's a good number. It's an excellent number. $69 away from the droid machine shop at Galaxy's Edge, where you guys get to choose the kind of droid I make. And I say here BB-8 because that's the one you're going to make me create. That's the one you're going to make me make. Horrible BB-8 droid. Retarded. You're going to force to build that. So our goal this week, let's get to that 1,400. Let's get to that 1,400 and make me have a droid that I hate. You're not going to let me build an R2 unit. You're not going to. You're not going to. That's the sad thing. Anyway, all right. People started coming. Hail, Kel. Hail, Diz. The retired gamer. Hail, how are you, Diz? And no, listen. They are not. You're not banned. You're talking to me right here. You're not banned. You, sir, are lying. There is a campaign going on out there. There is a campaign going on to ruin my good name. Ruin my good name. And you're all part of it. Well, Diz, here's the thing, though. With the droid and the lightsaber, because part of the thing now, we crossed, by crossing 1,250 on the donations tier, we are now, I have to build the ugly-ass lightsaber at the workshop. And now you guys get to choose the color that day when we're streaming it. But the droid also got to build it. Here's the thing, though. Part of it is I can't destroy them. I cannot destroy these. When I move, hopefully, because remember, one of the reasons we're really trying to amp up the channel here is so that we can have YouTube be a steady enough stream of income so that I can move to Florida in the next 10 to 11 months. We're trying to get me moving. So when I move and I have a new studio, a new room, and a new setup behind me, the BB-8 droid and the lightsaber have to be on display. And I can't destroy them. Act of God is the only way they get destroyed. So I can't destroy them. That's the joke. That's the joke on me. I mean, you guys got to remember, if you're at all familiar with me, I love real Star Wars. I love real Star Wars. George Lucas Star Wars, the expanded universe. I hate Disney Star Wars. And this whole thing, my Day of Doom, my Week of Doom at Galaxy's Edge, watching Mandalorian Grogu in the theater, in a Disney theater, with Baby Yoda Grogu sitting in my lap and y'all taking pictures of me and streaming it. When I am walking around Galaxy's Edge dressed as a shield, pretending to be happy for the whole day as long as I'm being recorded, this is going to live on in my lore forever. This is wait. Oh shit, Kratos for $69. For $69, it's happening. It's happening. Let me read it out. Let me read the whole thing here. Let me get it up here. Hang on, because it cuts it off. I have to open up a second window because the activity view is off. Kratos, because I had to, this should be worth 3. My immortal video, My immortal videos, my internet historian. Just do one per day over the next 3 days. Okay, Kratos, if that's how you want me to do it, that's how I'll do. Kratos for $69. Thank you, Kratos. That did it. We are officially at $1,400. We're building the droids. It's happening. My day of doom gets worse. My reputation suffers more. And now we have the remaining tiers as we know it. Because remember, we've got 2 weeks left on this, guys. We've got 2 weeks left on this. Current donation, we are now at $1,400. At $1,450, here's how this one works now. At $1,450, as Jed describes it, because Jed and Gal cooked this one up. I have to walk up to a Disney sequel trilogy actor at Galaxy's Edge, and I have to be recorded telling them how they are the greatest thing ever in Disney Star Wars and how they've helped improve Star Wars. I have to wax poetic to them. I have to do that on camera. And then at $1,500, I have to go up to Kylo Ren and Rey Palpatine. I have to take a picture while pretending to be a Reylo. Now, we have now 2 weeks. Well, we've got, I guess, 12 days. 12 days to get to this. 12 days left on this. And a reminder now also, next Sunday on this Sunday on Roundtable, you guys on actual real Star Wars Day. Remember, this Sunday is May 25th, real Star Wars Day, real George Lucas Star Wars Day. You guys will now be directing me to write a Disney Star Wars fan fiction. Jed will lay out the rules on Sunday. He'll lay out the rules because he's in charge of this one. This is his little devious thing. So essentially, you guys are going to influence a Disney Star Wars fan fiction written by me over next week. I'm going to take next week to write it. And then on Monday, on the first Monday of the first double D's of June, I will do a dramatic reading of that fanfic for my segment then. That I will be doing a dramatic reading, like with the fanfic stuff we've been laughing over last week. So that's that are happening. So we've got a little time left. There's still time to add tears to this for my suffering to continue. Now remember, to make me suffer, it has to be something generally embarrassing on those days. No physical disfiguration, no tattoos, no markings, no nothing like that. It has to be things that can be removed, usually clothing, stuff like that. There's still time to do it. Like, we're still debating whether or not we're going to get my face painted. That's still up for debate. I think that's disfiguration, but Jed argues that. Anyway, so here we go. There we are. Now for today, here's the rules of the shows. Kratos has already demonstrated. You guys can pay to make me do things. That's the whole point of this show. You guys are the content directors. You are the ones who steer the course of this insanity we're creating. With this week 3, this is our 3rd week now of being live every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for $10. It could stain my soul, Kel. It stains my soul. That's disfiguration. Face paint stains my soul. All right, listen. All right, fine. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to freaking do this. Okay, here we go. I'm going to edit this up now. All right, so for $15.50, since you guys seem to be dead set on this, we do a Disney Star Wars face paint. But I don't have to wear it the whole day. Because it's going to get sweaty and nasty anyway. So it has to do this. Okay? Blackface washes off. Dear Star Face. We'll debate how long later. So there it is. All right, so now for $15.50, we'll do a face paint. Okay? $15.50. Now, here's how this show works. And for the rest of the month, all tips, donations, and memberships all go towards these totals. Okay? That means on this show, that means on Mellow Mondays, that means on Roundtable, that means on gaming streams. All donations go towards the total tiers of my Day of Doom, my Week of Doom. Anyway, so $10 to get an Adam rant on the topic of your choosing. 15, and Adam rants can sometimes be included in articles. So sometimes you might, if you choose an article for $15 for an instant take, we're going to go over the articles. Adam rants are sometimes included in that. So sometimes you get a twofer with it choosing an article. As Kratos has already demonstrated, $20 to make me watch something from YouTube or TikTok. $30 to make me do a live review of an episode of television or a movie with the knowledge that it's an investment. You give me 1 to 2 days to get my hands on it, find time to watch it, and get ready for it. So there you go. There you go. What a weasel out of stuff. You've been bugging me for 2 weeks to put face paint in this thing, and there it is. Ginger bastard. Oh, see, there it is right there. That's what you're going to make. She's Disney Star Wars. Ahsoka is now Disney Star Wars. So yes, there it is. It's gonna sweat off. We're gonna have a caveat. If it starts to sweat and drip, I'm allowed to get it off. Of course, I'm not gonna be able to get it off till I get home. How about this? We do the face paint for the movie. So I have to sit there watching the movie with the face paint on. How about that? Well, no washing till we leave. God damn it. Okay. All right. Oh, man. $25 from YouTube. Hashtag unban Don, unban Ariel, unban Kel. YouTube's giving me money? What is this? Okay, we got to update the totals again. We're now at 1425. 1425. Oh, I'm regretting everything. I'm regretting my decisions in life. Well, Kratos, if anything, I'll be home. With your guys helping me grow this show and grow the channel over the next few months, you'll hopefully make Florida my new home again. Well, my new home again. I used to live in Florida. I'd like to live there again. So I'll be home. I'll be home if you guys help me do it. All day. All day first off face paint. I hate you. Well, we got to get there first. That's at 1550. We're not there yet. Anyway, so here we go. Let's go over the articles. And then while I do my monologue, you guys can choose the articles. And then if we choose an article, then we'll get to Kratos' first video. And remember, Kratos is now pre-purchased videos for the next 3 days, but you guys can still purchase videos for today. It's not one and done. It's however long you guys want me to suffer. I might not have gotten the joke. But I mean, leave me alone. There's too many things flying at me right now. I'm confused and scared. All right? I'm confused and I'm scared. Let me have a drink. Okay. Now, let's go over today's article selection that I have found. Remember, it doesn't have to necessarily be an article I go over because I don't look at every single show website or anything like that. You guys can don't say that. Don't say that. I don't want any of that at all. It doesn't have to be an article that I find or we see. It can be an article you found someplace you want me to go over. So that, remember, it's not limited to what I'm showing on screen. So let's go over today's shill articles and see if there's anything you guys want me to react to. Fresh take, no preparation. At Variety, Wes Anderson on Trump's movie tariffs. I don't care what Wes Anderson has to say about anything. Let's see, going on down. Excuse me. Oh no. See, that's the scary part. She knows what she's doing. We don't have to find a makeup artist. We have a makeup artist. That's the frightening thing. That's the scary part. Rachel could Ahsoka-fy me before we even get there. That's the scary part. Saudi Arabia's Cultural Development Funds charts a new path for film sector financing. Ling Chi Ling launches award for women focused on projects at Taiwan Creative Contest. I know, whatever. Billie Eilish extends Hit Me Hard and Soft tour with new dates in Japan and US. Okay, first of all, you get a free 30-second one on this one. I don't get the thirst for Billie Eilish. Yeah, she got big old titties, but she got a face that would stop traffic because you're looking at her and you're in shock. Okay, it's not like, oh my God, she's not like, oh my God, she's so plain and she's got eyebrows that are reaching out to punch you in the face. I don't get the Billie Eilish shit. I really don't. I really do not. All right, Nicole Kidman pushes back on industry ageism at Curling Women in Motion Gala at Cannes. More Cannes bullshit. Celebrity chatbots, how talent can navigate risks and rewards. Oh, that must be great. Okay, this is one we're going to see across a lot of ones. Netflix gets serious about kids gaming with Peppa. Oh, not this one. I'm sorry. Well, Netflix just say Sesame Street, and now they're going to make gaming with Peppa Pig, Sesame, and big plans for original IP. Netflix, a new way to indoctrinate people. They've bought Sesame Street. We'll see that today. Mary Cruch's Gentle Monster wins Art Kino Prize at Cannes. More Cannes bullshit. Trump demands major investigations into Springsteen, Beyonce, Bono, and Oprah, repeating baseless rumors superstars were paid off to support Kamala. Tom Cruise says, I don't want to be the last movie star. There's so many other talented actors like Michael B. Jordan. I want to see them crush it. That's interesting. That's Michael B. Jordan, and that's Tom Cruise. That's Tom Cruise loving his industry and loving his work. He may be a crazy Scientologist, but never take away the fact that he cares about his craft and he cares about the industry. So that's cool for Tom Cruise. I like that. Let's dip one more page over, as always. Give it a chance. Leslie Stahl, Scott Jennings joined PBS Tense News panel series Breaking the Deadlock. Well, you're going to lose money. Soundgarden's Ben Shepherd hints unreleased album at Chris Cornell tribute post. CA signed somebody, I don't care. Thanksgiving star Nell Verlaque says sequel will film this year. I don't know who you are, I don't care. Penelope Cruz to star on Los Llaves, La Bola Negra, required for global sales by Goodfellas. I never get Penelope Cruz. I never get her. BBC Studios restructures with major unscripted consolidation. Well, BBC's in trouble. They got no more money. CBS News chief Wendy McMahon steps down, citing conflicts with Paramount. Let's see what else we got. History of sound director Oliver Hermanus on whatever. German works by Faith Akin Masha. People I don't know about. Warner Brothers taps legendary Serena Liu to head China theatrical ops. What is this, a mission to get movies in China? Taiwan young adult contest gets boost. More Taiwan stuff. The Good Life trailer. Mike Birbiglia muses on parents and pancakes Netflix special. I guess that's a stand-up guy. And here it is. Here's one of the big stories of the day. Netflix picks up Sesame Street worldwide streaming rights after Max deal ends. And that's right. Netflix has saved Sesame Street so they could continue to indoctrinate kids. Oh, I got the hiccups. Hang on. Speaking too fast. Sesame Street used to be great 40 years ago. Now it's an indoctrination machine. Okay, so that's Variety. Hollywood, here it is. Reporter Netflix. Last of Us creator on Pedro Pascal's return, making you cry for an hour. Pedro Pascal makes us cry because he exists, not because he's good at his job or good in a role or good as a character in a shit show. We already saw these things. All right. Has Wheel of Time been canceled yet? No. It'll happen, though. All right. IGN. Darth Jar Jar requires 1 million XP to buy on Fortnite. Fuck Darth Jar Jar. Fuck Darth Jar Jar. Tony Todd's last Final Destination speech is an unscripted, bittersweet message to fans. R.I.P. Tony Todd. You can tell he was already ill when he filmed this, died of cancer. We miss Tony Todd. I don't care about the Final Destination movie or franchise, but people are enjoying it from what I hear. And he was a staple of that franchise. So R.I.P. Tony Todd. We miss you, dude. You were great. Honkai Star Rail, lead designer says it takes over a year to develop each new world. Sure. I don't play that game. Fantasy Life I. The Girl Who Steals Time is out early access and climbing Steam charts. Here's why. Sesame Street saved. Nintendo announces Gamescom return after skipping last year's event, raising hopes of Switch 2 game reveals. Okay, fine. Well, there's a lot of Switch 2 controversies going on. We might, if we can get enough news on that, we will talk about that this week on Around Table. And yes, fuck Fortnite. I will play Fortnite before I play Animal Crossing, and I will never play Fortnite. So there you go. Fuck Fortnite. Although I will watch other people play it because it bores me into sleep. It puts me to sleep when I need it to. I hate Fortnite. Nintendo to open new official store in Fukuoka, Japan, but not everyone is happy with the choice. Tom Cruise claims he will never stop making movies, plans to act to his hundreds. Dude, he's a vampire. Tom Cruise is a vampire, okay? He's a vampire. He's going to keep going. Chronological timeline of rebooted DCU timeline. What rebooted DCU timeline? It doesn't matter. This is like the second, third project. It doesn't matter. Lego just shut down a brilliant-looking Bionicle fan project after 8 years. So that sounds petty. Hideo Kojima's Metal Gear spiritual successor, Fizzant, won't be out for another 5 or 6 years. Well, that's terrible. Games should not take this long to make anymore. All right, we got a first shot of we've got these first pictures of Galactus. They're all over the place. I think while it looks all right, it doesn't wow me. Avengers Doomsday Leak hints at return of long recurring character missing for years. Shields up. I don't know what that means. So I didn't read the article. Bungie fans react after new report claims studios in chaos following marathon art debacle. We saw that last week. We didn't talk about it though. Switch to Game Chat includes 2 big features we've not seen before on a Nintendo console. Sure. Nintendo catching up to everybody else. Stellar Blade devs closely discussing mysterious PC region lock, and that's about it. Okay, now, let me check, make sure one of these hasn't been chosen yet. Nope, still the same as before. And now, Screen Rant. I put Screen Rant on here because there was nothing on Mary Sue, and Screen Rant is good for a laugh. After an incredible 102 million opening weekend, Final Destination Bloodlines may set a franchise box office record in June. Good for that. All right, let's see what crap they got here. Despite a recent milestone, Dragon Ball Super's future is looking rather grim. Bad influence. The dark side of kid-fluencing review. I'm still struggling to digest how I see. I don't know half of the shit they're talking about here. Thunderbolt's final twist makes Elena Avengers comment so much better 4 years later. Outer Lands review. I don't care. Can't look at that. I couldn't be happier. Matthew Lillard loves the magical optimist in the life of Chuck. DC's new Superman movie trailer fixes one of Zack Snyder's biggest Man of Steel mistakes with just one line. It's all a clusterfuck. Is Clea really Cassian's sister? For popular and/or season 2 theories, I'm so glad it didn't happen. I'm convinced DCU's Superman being weak proves how much James Gunn understands the character. What? No, it proves he doesn't understand the character. Sylvester Stallone's best Rocky Balboa performance came decades after a 1976 movie. Most disappointing experience, one of Marvel's greatest stories, was a nightmare behind the scenes. Nobody cares because nobody's reading Marvel comics anymore. Smallville's Tom Welling addresses whether he will wear the Superman suit in the future after the end of the DCU. This one, oh, wow. Tony and Z. All right, there's a Tony and Ziva spinoff. There was a trailer out there. I never watched it, but I am so tempted to watch this limited series on Peacock. I am so tempted because it's divorced from the disgusting mess that has become NCIS, and it's Tony and Ziva. It's Tony and Ziva. It's everything I wanted for years that they didn't give me in the show. 8 episodes. I'm really tempted to watch this. I'm really tempted. I don't want my heart to break, though. That's the problem. I don't want my heart to break. Hideo Kojima's Metal Gear spiritual successor. Yeah, we already saw that one. How to Train Your Dragon. Riders of Skies game shows of dragon riding from your living room in the first trailer. There's a How to Train Your Dragon game. Didn't know that. 10 best old school kung fu movies on Prime Video. Marvel's Thunderbolts passes me. It's going to lose money. Passes major box office milestone. It's going to lose money. We talked about it yesterday on Roundtable. It's going to lose money. Tony Dalton's Last of Us. I don't care about that. Not watching it. Disney Lorcana, Reign of Jafar starter decks. Nobody plays Disney Lorcana. I didn't even know that was still existing. Superman Alona's Bitsy Tulloch addresses how it differed from other adaptations. Listen, I didn't watch that show. People liked it. Didn't give a fuck. Ironheart Pearls. There you go. Okay, so there's some Screen Rant nonsense for you guys. Okay, Kotaku. Overwatch 2 Street Fighter skins are a knockout. Nobody's playing Overwatch 2. Stop pretending. Here's what Cyberpunk 2077, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and more look like on Switch 2. Don't care. One of the most important details from this week's Last of Us episode is a blink and you'll miss it reveal. No, listen, viewership is dropping. People are watching it less and less. The 9 best Mission Impossible stunts ranked by how impossible they are. I don't want to hear what they think about that stuff. Smash Bros. Melee player loses 2K to rare Pokemon Stadium glitch. Sure. Easy argument for why we shouldn't be able to skip boss fights addressed. Every common contention against the idea is responded to as nicely as possible. They were the ones pushing this shit. So I'm sure they're annoyed. Hideo Kojima game, we're going to talk about that. Baldur's Gate's figures are getting refunded because they're ugly as sin. Black Ops 6. No one's playing Black Ops 6 anymore. Nobody cares. Last of Us 2, Season 2. Nobody cares. 12 cool games we saw at PAX East. A fond farewell to Andor and more in this week's takes. Yeah, go fuck yourself. That looks like that's kind of it. Because now we're going into the other. Yeah, that's it for that. All right, now Park Place for legitimate news. Let's do a refresh. Been a few minutes. Latest news. Josh DeMauro says Disney is on the offensive as Epic Universe opens, but no new rides, only closures at Disney World in 2025. Superman box office projections show James Gunn movie could outpace Man of Steel as DC Universe kicks off. Oh, we've got projections. All right. CBS News, already saw that one. Hollywood still welcomes Ezra Miller. The Flash star sped down red carpet at Cannes. Well, they love his kind at Cannes. Rumor, Marvel might race swap Professor X for the MCU. We covered Pedro yesterday on Roundtable, and that's pretty much it. Axis Media spins third weekend box office number. We just mentioned that. All right, so there are your articles, guys. Have a thought on them. If you saw one, you're like, I did it again. I'm doing that every week lately. God dang it. If you saw one you might like, have a thought on it. I'll give you a reaction to that. And what have you guys been talking about? I see in the chat move. I'm glad you guys are having fun. You guys talking about the AI Vader stuff? Yeah, we did. We saw it. We didn't talk about it on the show. I think it's a little amusing. It's a little sad. Wait, what? What? Why do you do this to me? Why do you make it like this? Why do you obsess to make me be a woman suddenly? What is this? What is this? There are clips for the Vader stuff out there. I think you gotta be careful of those. Anyway, okay, all right. So while you guys think about articles, before we get to Kratos' first of 3 videos for the week, so as you saw there, it got mentioned. We talked a little bit in my opening when we were talking about how Disney Star Wars is shit. Disney Star Wars is shit. Disney Star Wars is shit because it's made up of a stand base. It's one of the reasons Disney Star Wars is shit is it's made up of a stand base now. A stand base that is now exceeding the reach of its grasp. That's what I'll talk about here. What we're seeing how with Disney Star Wars, with Shooty Who, and a lot of other things, these fake fans, they're getting it in their heads that they're winning for a second or two. And they reach, but they don't quite grab, i.e., their reach is exceeding their grasp. They think they've got something cool to say. They think they've got something intelligent to say because whether it's Shooty Who, whether it's Disney Star Wars with Andor, or any other show or IP where they've been packing it full of agenda, they think they're intelligent. The stands think they're smart. All these shows are written to appease low IQ individuals. They're written to appease low IQ individuals. And that makes them a little dangerous because they'll keep talking. And if they use flowery rhetoric, if they latch onto things, they can sound like they're saying something, but in fact, they're saying nothing. And in fact, they're pushing agenda, or they're lighting the fire faster on these already dead franchises. That's where we're going with this now. When you think about Disney stands, especially with Andor, they're good and retarded. They're good and retarded. They are dumb, diddly dumb. But they think they're smart, and they think they're clever. In the wake of Andor's conclusion, the Andor fans, the mature Andor stands, they've gone to making memes. Now remember, the left, and these are the left cannot meme. Stands cannot meme. They think they're intelligent. There's been a host of all kinds of ones out there, and most of them come out and disappear, and nobody pays attention. But there's one meme that has come out in the past 24 hours that I have seen over and over again, and now it's being reacted to in earnest by real Star Wars fans. Now, is it a legitimate thing? No, I think it's some gaslighting, but it's still the reach exceeding the grasp of them thinking they can get a win on real Star Wars fans. What am I talking about? Well, here it is right here. I've got this. This is just the latest one I found, which is it's not a particularly good response to it, but the latest one I found of this particular meme right here. Let me zoom in just a little bit for you guys. Bro sacrificed everything just so some farm boy could play on easy mode. Good writing, hype moments, and aura by Prequel Meme. Prequel Memes is a Stan account. It's been a Stan account for a long time. They're a Stan account. No question. And this is the kind of response you're getting from this. This one is particularly visceral in terms of what they want to do to Disney stands. But this is the kind of response you've been getting from real fans all over the place. Now, I think this is gaslighting. I think it's done to stir up annoyance, to stir up salt from real fans. But they think they're clever by doing this. And some of them do think this. We showed you guys some stuff yesterday where people are saying that Andor and Rogue One, the seasons of Andor and Rogue One, are a better trilogy than the original trilogy. There are thoughts that this is real, but this is so bad and it's backfiring massively. Even if it is gaslighting, it's showing how retarded anybody, I think, that says Andor is good compared to the original trilogy, because the writing in Andor is average. It's made to sound intelligent, but in fact, it's lukewarm depth. It has no heat. It's very shallow. You could wade into it with your big toe, and that's as deep as it gets. And sometimes you have a good actor like Stellan Skarsgård who pulls it off a little bit, but that's the actor, not the dialogue, not it. And at the same time, the so-called good writing, all it does is continue to butcher real Star Wars lore that was set in stone decades before Tony Gilroy, who doesn't watch Star Wars, decided to pen this shit. Reach exceeding grasp. In the wake of fake fans and stands and cognitively dissonant suffering people on our end praising Andor, they think they can get away with something like this. And right now they're proving they can't. This has been slammed repeatedly all over the place on X Twitter. I see no positivity surrounding this. And even if even if it is gaslighting, you lost. You proved you're stupid. You just left yourself open to be destroyed. And people don't care if it's gaslighting. All they see is a retarded statement that deserves to be burned to the ground along with every bit of Disney Star Wars. And you could say the same as me with Doctor Who. Now, I'm not going to go deep into the Doctor Who stuff. We're going to save that for tonight on Doctor Who Cares Reviews. I got a whole bunch of stuff for that. But they're exceeding their grasp too, because they think they got a win with the Ronnie this weekend. They think they got a win with that. They think they got a win with a bunch of penultimate episode images that are being released. They think they got wins, and they're talking about, oh, it's great. It's this, it's that. Oh, we're living peak. Oh, and then on the twist, they keep going, oh, we're we're pining for the chin balls era, which is like, wow, you're actually saying that. You're dumb too. Reach exceeding grasp. Don't let the reach exceed your grasp. You won't win. You won't win. All right. There. Those are my thoughts on that. I just had to get that one out. Bounce around. All right, guys. All right. Hail everybody coming in right now. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. One of the best ways to show the good stuff. Okay. All right. So let me check Stream Elements real quick. Nope, nothing there. All right. So we're going to Kratos' videos. It doesn't look like there are any articles you guys want me to dive into. So, Adam, watch Harry Potter skirmishes today. Yes, that was your first one. That was the different one. You could save My Immortal 1 through 3, 1 of 3 for tomorrow, and people have a chance to make requests. Okay, then. So, Kratos is now here's Kratos' viewings for the rest of the week, or first half of the week. Today, we're doing Harry Potter skirmishes by Internet Historian, and then we're doing My Immortal. Now, I know what My Immortal is. I know what that is. I know exactly what that is, Kratos. I have heard of that. I know what horror show you are about to unleash upon us. I know what you're going to do. So the My Immortal is part 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3. So Kratos will having us go over My Immortal from Tuesday to Thursday. And I assume it's somebody else reading it because you're not going to make me actually read it. We have to listen to it because that's the funny part. All right. So with that said, let's get Internet Historian Harry Potter skirmishes. Let's get that up here. Let's get that up here right now, and we'll watch that. And remember, guys, while we're doing that, if you're having a good time, hit that like button. If there's anything you want me to watch, you can also still reserve some time today. We go for at least an hour and a half, at least. We try to go that. I mean, if we run out of stuff, we'll end early. But I try to go to an hour, hour and a half every day. We go longer than that because of something, that's fine. But we'll try to do that. Okay, Harry Potter skirmishes. Okay, let me see if that brings it up. Yes, here we go. All right, then. Pause. Full screen. And there we go. Okay, guys, here we go. Internet Historian Harry Potter skirmishes. Purchased for you today by Kratos El Gratos. All right, here we go. Let's bring it up. It's 7 minutes. And if you like Internet Historian, go subscribe to Internet Historian and all his secondary channels. The dude is funny. We've enjoyed him many times already now. All right, here we go. Harry Potter skirmishes.
Hey guys, Internet Historian 66420 Productions here. Before I give you another mediocre video, here's an ad for Heroes of the Spy. Play it on your phone, borrow your friend's phone, then play it on the toilet. It's an action RPG PvP OMG.
No.
Wow.
Don't do things on the toilet. Don't do things on the toilet. Go in there, take your poop, clean yourself up, and leave. That is one of my rules in life. You go in, you do your business, you clean yourself up, and you leave. Do not play with your phone on the toilet. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Playing Heroes of the Spire? Excuse me? That's a yes. Build a team. 400 is too many. Excuse me, sir. Can you please turn off your electronic... No, I'm playing Heroes of the Spire. Oh, sorry, sir. My mistake. It got a 4.5 out of 5 on Google. How bad can it be? You can play as this guy. Oops, I should have blurred out his nipples. To see the uncensored version, you'll have to download the game.
Makes these
EA
funny.
was not involved at all. It even has a Reddit. Don't worry about that. Download Lines by My Legs to get $50,000 50 gems. Thanks, Konami.
Okay.
Hi there.
Oh, Lord.
It's me, J.K. Rowling. You know me from the series that inspired the Harry Potter erotica.
Whoa.
And the good-
Whoa. You Harry Potter erotica, is that real? Is Harry Potter erotica, is that a real podcast? Somebody tell me, is Potter erotica a real podcast? Good Lord. I hope not. Going to ruin a lot of children's fantasies and beliefs.
And the ghostwriter for Tyler Oakley's autobiography. But I have another tale to weave for you today, and it's about spoilers. Flashback.
All right. I gotta say, spoilers suck. Don't spoil shit. Don't spoil shit. And if you're going to, let people know so they don't get spoiled. There's a special place in hell for spoilers out there. Special place in hell. I'll tell. All right, here's how. One of the worst spoilers I ever had. It's let's see what. It's 2011. Whatever Supernatural season was going on then. We're watching it, and it's one of the many times. Now, I am going to say this because it's Supernatural's been done for a long time. If you haven't watched it, tough shits. But back then, great character Crowley. Crowley was a great character, and he kept sometimes dying and coming back. And I had formed at the time, this was during Final Fantasy 14 1.0, and I was trying to make it work. I had a guild. I was running a guild, trying to make it work. And there was this dude in there who was part of the guild who turned out to be a gigantic asshole. I didn't know it till the guild was almost dead, so I didn't kick him early enough. But at one point, he knows I was watching Supernatural. And dude made a point of it in guild chat one week to just spoil the shit out of that week's episode of Supernatural. Oh, too bad Crowley died. I was like, what? Screw you. It just sucked the fun. I've been looking forward all week. But now, spoiled. So spoilers suck. Spoilers deserve a special place in hell because they specifically do it to ruin other people's fun. It's not like when we're talking about it on stream, say, okay, guys, we're going to now talk about this scene. If you don't want to hear about it, spoilers. We're reviewing and analyzing and discussing. We give people fair warning. But it's not cool to spoil something in the moment. Kratos, I don't believe you. Crowley dies multiple times, okay? All right. Wait a minute. Okay, what? If Ariel was here, she'd be talking about Harry. Yeah, she would be talking about it. You guys let her know. I have no communication with her. You guys know how to communicate with her faster than I do, apparently. He's not banned. She's not banned. Nobody's banned. These are lies and slander to ruin my reputation.
2005. My 6th book is coming out soon. The kids are excited. The parents are misguided.
Okay. I find that funny. I find that amusing. He says the kids are excited. Okay?
They're excited.
And he shows nothing but adults. I caught that in an historian. I caught that. It's all adults, and this is creepy and weird. No. I mean, no, she's not even hot. Guys, this is a warning sign. Nerds. That is not a safe space for a male nerd. She will ruin your life. Because look at it's all she fucking cares about. She cares about nothing else. She will not. This type of nerd chick will not care about your nerd shit. She only cares about hers. Red flag. Okay.
The parents are misguided, and the hype is building. But the popularity of the series also had some unintended effects. It gave rise to 4 nefarious groups.
Oh, 4 nefarious? Oh, no. What is this? We have Harry Potter gang affiliation? Is that what we've got going on? Harry Potter gang affiliation. Nobody banned Kel. Nobody's banned. This is terrible. I am not a dictator. I have never banned anybody who didn't deserve it. All right. So we've got. So he said in the stage we've got Harry Potter gangs. What is this like? The nerd equivalent of Crips and Bloods? West Side. I mean, what are we doing here? What's going on? Are they meeting in back alleys with their toy wands and they're gonna go at each other? Levioso, Expelliarmus. Are they running down the street going, Avada Kedavra, you're dead. You have to lie on the ground now. You're dead. It's like, no. My mommy sacrificed her soul for me, so it's going to rebound on you. You can't hurt me without cover. Is that what's going to be going on here? Is that what's going to be going on here? Are they going to be LARPing?
If you will. The first, the bootleggers, making and selling knockoff merch.
Oh,
As
no. Who is dumb? All right, who's dumb enough to buy this shit? Seriously.
Well as knockoff books. The second, the gamblers, thousands.
Okay, all right, liar. You just switched account. You're a liar, sleazy. You're a liar. You're a member. You have a membership right now. You're a liar. Don't say hi to him, oh goddess. He was 2 seconds ago on his regular account. Don't say lie to him. Don't say hi to him. He's lying. Okay.
Of individuals betting hundreds of thousands of dollars on the outcome of the story. Who would die next?
I missed that part. I was ranting and raving. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, so
Gamblers.
so these are the gamblers. Okay, so we got the. Let's go over again. I was talking too much of it. So we got the bootleggers. Okay, the bootleggers.
The first, the bootleggers, making and selling knockoff merch, as well as knockoff books. The second, the gamblers, thousands of individuals betting hundreds of thousands of dollars on the outcome of the story. Who would die?
What? People actually did that? Yeah, I know people bet on anything, but that's insane. That's insane. There's no way you would have predicted that Snape was going to kill Dumbledore. There's no way you would have predicted who's going to die. That's insane. Oh, man.
Next. Who would Harry hook up with?
Whoa! What? No, okay, all right, get
And
back.
the third
Whoa!
the thieves.
Whoa! A horse? A horse? Ew.
One of them stole an early copy of the book and tried to sell it to the Sun newspaper for £50,000. This was getting serious. So the publishers started ramping up security. They put GPS trackers on all the pallets. Guards were stationed 24 hours a day. No one outside of a very small group was allowed to get their hands on the book. But despite the extra efforts, there was a leak.
It's always
Which brings us to that fourth group, the Spoy Boys. They didn't care about money. All they wanted was to ruin the fun. You probably know these three.
All they want to. Fuck those guys.
Magic words. Snape kills Dumbledore. The spoiler started on a few small forums and quickly spread everywhere. And then it went from online to RL. Teens were taking to their moms' minivans and...
Now, yeah, here it is. I heard that during the release parties at bookstores, people were drive-by yelling, Snape kills Dumbledore.
Heading out to bookstores where queues to buy the Half-Blood Prince were stretched around the block.
Snape kills Dumbledore! Hey! Snape kills Dumbledore.
No! I mean, that's horrible. That is horrible to do that. That is terrible. That's terrible. You shouldn't be doing that thing, man. There's a special place in hell for these people. There really is. There really is.
But that wasn't all. They started printing custom shirts, posters. Even car enthusiasts were getting in on the action. Spoilers, get it? But worst hit of all were the sacred Potter forums. People were making accounts there and posting spoilers in every thread. I couldn't bear to watch. But there was an even bigger event on the horizon.
Uh-oh.
The final book in the series.
Uh-oh.
And this would contain the greatest spoilers of all.
Uh-oh. See, now, I remember when Deathly Hallows came out. I remember it. I ordered it. I was barely on the internet. I was on the internet, but I was like playing games. I wasn't trolling forums or anything, so there was going to be no spoilers. So I had gotten caught up in Potter Mania at this point. I was caught up in it. So I wanted to finish it just like everybody else. I Amazon ordered my copy, or was it Barnes and Nobles? I forget. I was still ordering books from Barnes and Nobles at that point, but I ordered it. I didn't go anywhere. I had it delivered to me overnighted. So I got my copy and I was protected from the spoilers, however out there. So I had like natural shielding because I didn't go around online and I didn't go out to the bookstore. I had it delivered to me. And I got the book and I read it in a night. I read the whole book in one night, burned through it. Easy read. Harry Potter books are not exactly hard reading. And then I was done. So I was safe. But there are obviously people who are going to get spoiled.
Fast forward to 2007. It's getting worse. There's now a fifth group,
What?
journalists who are rummaging
Journalists. Journalists are a group.
through my trash looking for scraps.
What
of
the
paper.
hell is that? Is
We
that
started taking it very seriously. More GPS trackers, more guards. We made fake endings.
No!
We even got the GCHQ involved to conduct surveillance on some of those first three groups. We did everything we possibly could for my precious book. And yet, the retailer DeepDiscount.com sent the bloody thing out to customers a week early.
I think I
And
remember
the Spoy
this.
Boys were more prepared and organized than ever.
July 18th.
I think I remember
They
hearing
called
about
it
this.
P-Day
P-Day.
because they're not that creative. Attacks on the shores of the United States.
Harry's a Horcrux! Dobby dies, Tonks dies, Moody dies. Dies for Harry because Snape likes Harry's mom. Malfoy lives, actually.
He is so dead right now.
Let's ruin some lives.
Hey! Guys! Guys! Voldemort killed Harry! Snape dies, everybody enjoy the book!
Attacks in the streets of London.
Man, that's hardcore evil. Honestly, there has to be you have to be a real piece of shit to enjoy spoiling like this. I mean, that's miserable. That you're miserable if you do that. I hope their penises fall off. That's what I hope.
Attention, children! Voldemort killed Snape!
Snape dies for Harry!
Fred Weasley died at 6:37.
And everywhere else, too. World of Warcraft, Furcadia, more shirts, posters with bolder font, more cars, even a shitty cake. A few people even made a massive banner and hung it over the motorway to ruin it for morning commuters. They were stopped by police, thankfully. But the hardest hit of all, again, was the sacred Potter Forums. 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, someone managed to get access to the site admin. They wrote a message with every single spoiler in it.
Oh no.
Set recipients to all, and hit send. Everyone registered to the site, thousands of the most dedicated fans.
Oh, not the children! Not the children! Oh, spare the children!
Received the email. The only thing they could do was temporarily close down the forum.
And that brings us to why I'm telling you all this.
Oh, now she's mad.
Because there were always supposed to be 8 books in the series. And now you'll never get to read the final installment. Harry Potter and the unbelievable plot twists that change everything. Because you couldn't keep your mouths shut.
Now, if you'll excuse me, it's tea time at my private moon castle.
Toodaloo.
3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
All right. That was a fun one. We had fun with that one. Thank you, Kratos. We had fun with that one. All right, so let's check real quick. Okay, nothing else, and we are at an hour. Well, Kratos has another one. No one else has another one. I guess Kratos is ready to drop us another one right now, real quick, because we got an hour. We got a little time left. Ron. No. No. I don't want to know these things. I don't want to know. Listen, I know Rule 34. If there's porn out there or something, it exists. There's porn for everything out there. I know this, but I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know the dirty details. I don't. I just don't. I don't want to. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I just don't wanna. It's not. I have a fragile little mind, guys. I have a fragile little mind, and I can only handle so much. Okay, I can only handle so much. All right. All jokes aside, that was a fun one. Listen, I'm serious when I say screw people who spoil shit. They're assholes. And when people spoil stuff, not only does it show disrespect to the franchise, it shows disrespect to a fan base. And it shows that you are just a petty, disingenuous asshole. Not disingenuous, I'm wrong. A petty, despicable asshole. I want to say despicable. That's despicable person. That you are so that you enjoy seeing people suffer like that. Because whether you like Harry Potter or not, whether you like anything or not, to actively go out there and happily ruin somebody's enjoyment of something like that. That's it's, and I say this without sarcasm, it's mean. It's cruel. It's not, it's cruel. It's mean, and I hate it. I really do hate that because it shows you there's something wrong with you. There's essentially something wrong with you that you have to go out and do that. And I like that people get called out for it. They should be. What? Oh, come on, Kel. Oh. No. Retroactively making Dumbledore gay was one of the dumbest things JK could have done. One of the dumbest things she could have done. And that just reminds you, JK Rowling's not your friend. She hates probably just about everything that we respect. Because she is a crazy lefty. Okay. If we don't got anything else, then we're over an hour. We've been having fun for an hour. So I guess we are just about done then. While I go over stuff, while I review what's left on the week again, since people who maybe weren't here earlier, I'll give you guys one last chance for an article or a video. Remember, Kratos has already reserved 3 videos for the next 3 days on top of whatever we get. So, we got one more from Kratos. For another $20. 2 regular guys in Mos Eisley Cantina by Oral Knots. He's genuinely curious about what I think. Hang on, I got to open up the thing again. I really wish on the activity board it would let me open it, make it larger. Let me get this out there. What I think about all their backstories and if I knew about them already. Okay, so this might be a legitimate thing. Okay, all right. So this is 2 regular guys, Mos Eisley Cantina. Okay, all right. Okay, Kratos for another $20. We are not done yet. Let me get that back up here. Okay. 2 regular guys by Oral Knots from 2 months ago. This is new. Okay, this is something relatively new. Okay, so here we go. Let me preface this. While I have a lot of Star Wars knowledge, you guys know I have a lot of Star Wars knowledge. I don't have an encyclopedic things. If I've never seen it, I don't know it. So I'm likely not to know some of this in here. I'm likely not to know it. Here we go. That was cruel. That was a really good, horrible kill by Kratos. Now you got to remember, while I said I had a good night, I got murdered a lot in the beginning. It's like for some reason I was on everybody's kill list out of the gate, and there's a habit we all do where I'll say, "Okay, watch me scan, so you know I'm real." And usually people will go over there and watch. And Kratos and Kel went over there to watch, but he went over to watch just to kill me. That was cruel. He let me finish it, and he ganked me. I was like, you son of a bitch. And you listen, if you want to see all my reactions to the murders of my murders, I should, that might be an idea. Go through. I should, if you guys want me to do this, let me know. Should I go through the Among Us stream and do a clip reel of me getting ganked and my reactions every time? Should I do that? Would you guys like to see that? Would you guys like to see a clip reel of every time I got ganked in Among Us this weekend? Because some of them were surprises, and some of them I saw coming, and someone was like, no. Yes. Okay, I'll get to work on that. I will get to work on that. I'll get to work on that. All right. I'll do that. That's a fun one. I'll do that. Okay. Okay, so Kratos for $20, two regular guys in Mos Eisley Cantina. And hang on, real quick, let me update the goals. Let me make sure we're up to date on everything. That puts us, our current total goal is now at $1,445. $5 away from me having to basically praise a Disney Star Wars character actor at the park. Only $5, guys. Just $5 more, and that happens. So let's watch Mos Eisley Canteen. Let's bring it up. And once again, we this is the first time on these guys' channel. So this is Oral Knots. They've got a healthy channel at almost 400,000 subscribers. They're doing all right. So if you enjoy this, go and subscribe to them. We thank them for letting us react to their content, and we hope they have more success. Okay, here we go.
All right. Yeah. That was awesome. I love these guys. What do they play? Jizz? I like it. I like jizz.
That's not funny. That's not
jizz
funny.
wailing.
You're trying too hard.
That's what this music's called. What are you doing? I'm trying to will those two ladies into looking over here at us. All right. First of all, you look insane. They probably already clocked you and they're trying to ignore you. Second of all, I know you're not talking about the Tonica sisters. If that's the name of the two smoking hotties over there in the cat suits and the braids, then yeah, I'm talking about.
All right. I don't know who the Tonica sisters are. So yeah, once again, my knowledge is about events. My knowledge about events in history, if I've read about them or seen them or partaken in them in a video game. Individuals like this, I don't know about any of these things. So this is going to be news to me. Now, if this is real, these guys get nerd points for knowing this shit.
The Tonica sisters, dude, they're con artists and murderers. And if I was looking for a nice girl, I wouldn't be in a den of scum and villainy with you. Okay, but
I don't do that. Don't do that. Don't throw the lines in like that. Come on now.
You're a lot less likely to bleed out with empty pockets with a nice girl. Yeah, but I'm a big guy. I like my chances. How do you know so much about them anyway? You introduced me or what? I don't know them. I just like people's stories. That's weird, man. What are you, like a stalker or something? Are you kidding me? Look at this crowd. Have you ever looked around at any people in here and wanted to know more about them? Not really, no. These are just regular people. And I imagine criminals like us. Oh, come on. Every person in here has a story. It's a big galaxy, and every single one of them is playing their part in some crazy-ass adventure. You're going to tell me you're not at least a little bit curious about that guy over there? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Like, what's with this fancy hat? Is he an artist or something? No, that's Mellis. He's technically a criminal, but if you ask me, the only thing he's guilty of is being a chill bro. All
right. Sure. Okay. I feel like they're self-inserting into the cantina. It's wearing thin already for me. It's already wearing thin.
You got me. What's his deal? Well, the planet he comes from is a little insulated, and his people are a wee bit xenophobic. Not Mellis, though. He's super social. He genuinely enjoys talking to whoever. His people weren't really into that, so they exiled him for it, but not before he stole a bunch of their treasure. Now he uses it to travel around the galaxy meeting interesting people. Still, though, he's vaping, so he can't be all that great. Yeah, that's fair.
All right, now I'm going to give these guys credit because this is clearly done. Whether or not it's, like Kel said, whether or not it's special edition inserts, because George did insert a few things here and there in special edition. Whether or not this is special edition inserts, it's still George Lucas Star Wars, which means it was printed material in knowledge, stuff like that, prior to 2012. And if these guys are investing this type of time into sharing it, they do get. I may not be really vibing with their method here and with their tone and their pacing, because these guys aren't exactly being charismatic with how they're doing this. Or is this the same guy? Is this the same guy? Is it? Are they twins? They look a little like, I mean, I'm having a hard time seeing if it's just the same guy back and forth. That's a good way to put it. It's Wikipedia video without, but see, Wikipedia is tainted. They're tainted. Because they will call it is same. Okay, all right, it is the same guy. The angles make them. I'm like, it looks like the same guy. Okay, so it's just the same guy. It would have been cool if it was actually two people, not just the same, not the one guy. But yeah, you're right. It is Wikipedia the video, but Wikipedia is tainted, and they will classify this shit as legends. Which there's this one. This gay Dumbledore Gandalf. Dumbledore, because he's actually gay. And Ian McKellen, for $5. Dermy, I can't wait to hold hands with you, baby. If that was Dermy and not Kratos, if it was either one of you, it's going to happen. Yes. Okay, so there it is. We are now at 1450, which means I have to walk up to a Disney Star Wars cast member at the park and tell them how great they are for Star Wars. We'll get an exact thing I have to do. We'll get it. We'll work it up. Oh, wait a minute. Unedit, undo that. There we go. Oops, delete too much there. Hang on. I'm just cleaning this up here. If I don't do this now, I'll forget to do it later. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So yeah. So that's happening. That's happening now. Thank you. Whether it's Kratos or Derby. Oh, God, I'm hurting inside. Sent me a link. No. Okay. The one right for Gail. Yeah. So that was Dermy. So fuck you, Dermy. $5. Can't wait to hold hands, you baby. I wonder if hot burning fire will be able to cleanse my hand enough after that. Is the word Twitter banned? What? All right. Let me check. Let me go check what you're saying. While you do, let's keep this playing, and I'll go check it. Hang on. All right, go.
What about him? Guy looks like a straight up serial killer. You're not far off. That's Danik Jericho. People call him the Eater of Luck. Well, that's a serial killer name if I ever heard one. How did he earn it? He's a bounty hunter, but his services come with a special twist, which is he drinks the brains out of his bounties. See, I knew it. Everyone in here is a scumbag, but there was always something off about that guy. It takes a special kind of awful to give someone like me the creeps. It gets worse. He calls it the soup of life. Nah, see, he's got to go. He's bounty hunting now, but it's just a flimsy justification for sucking brains. Just a matter of time before criminals don't do it for him anymore. I could already hear him saying it. But you see, the real flavor was innocence this entire time. Yeah, when you put it that way, he's probably only in here to scope potential soups. I might take him out myself, man. F this guy. He's oddly unassuming, too. Maybe that's what always bothered me about him. Can't always judge a book by its cover, I guess. Well, sometimes you can. See that guy over there? What, the Deveronian? Yeah. What, you're going to tell me the guy that looks like evil thoughts incarnate isn't on the side of good? No. He's a major war criminal back on Deveron. And he probably has one of the highest bounties in the entire galaxy right now. Huh. That's it? I would have guessed something way more insidious. He looks like he demands firstborns in exchange for wishes or something.
Oh,
I mean, he's still a really
come
bad
on.
guy. War crimes can mean a whole bunch of different horrifying things. I know,
All
but
right, these
brain
guys.
sucking is kind of...
This guy, adding in the extra jokes and color commentary is kind of taking away from the lore that they're giving us. There had to be a better way to do this. There had to be a better way.
a tough act to follow. You're going to have to step it up if we're going to keep doing this. All right, well, there's always Dr. Cornelius Evazan over there. Oh, yeah, the guy with the face that looks like it was trampled by a runaway bantha. Ooh. Keep your voice down. Don't let him hear you say that. Why? What's he going to do? He's a cosmetic surgeon that lost his mind. Then he started applying his talents to patients that didn't ask for it, if you know what I'm saying. Would I recognize any of his work? Yeah, possibly. You ever hear of the decraniated? I don't think so. What are those? I think you've seen him before. Dryden Voss used to have him serving drinks at his parties. Oh, no. Those people with half their heads chopped off with cybernetic junk replacing it? Yep, those things. I hate those things. They're horrifying. They're a level of darkness that's just a little too grim. Well, you can thank Cornelius for their existence, the results of his experiments on his victims. He robs them of their free will, then sells them off as slaves. He currently has the death sentence on 12 systems. All right, I'm adding him to the kill list. We're going to have our hands full if we keep telling stories like this. I need a palate cleanser. What about that little guy? Oh, that's Cabe. Just a little Chadra friend who loves blue milk.
Squibs.
Maybe even to a fault.
Fucking squibs.
She's been involved in some schemes and crimes, but it's all in the name of getting her hands on some more of that milk. As soon as she gets her crime money, first thing she does is come in here to buy it. Really? That's her whole story? Yeah, pretty much.
So this is mocking. This is mocking this stuff. Okay. I mean, honestly, I don't think the stories are so bad. Honestly, I mean, it's just it's lore for characters that don't matter. I mean, this is the kind of lore for super nerds who want to know every little thing. I don't know. Something about this is just rubbing me the wrong way.
Feels unimaginative. I don't know what you want me to say. That's her life. Sure, and I can see her buying some milk right now, but am I supposed to believe that her entire life revolves around this one action? It just seems lazy. Lazy how? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. It's a lazy story. I don't know. Forget it.
See, now I see. Now that you say that, now I see what they're doing.
Believe it or not, I have no idea. I've never seen him in here before. All right, a true mystery.
Oh, they're gonna lead right up.
Strange, though.
Oh,
he's dressed just like a Jedi.
It's gonna go right up into the moment.
He just looks like a regular old desert bum to me. Nah, you don't get it. Those aren't random desert clothes. He's wearing the exact outfit the Jedi used to wear back in the day. What an odd choice. What's odd about it? It's just that the Empire had them all wiped out, and as far as I know, the order to kill them on sight is still active, so if he's not a Jedi, it's a pretty ballsy move to dress up like one. But if he is a Jedi, then
no,
he's doing a lousy job.
Here we go.
This little one's not worth the effort. Come, let me get you some.
Hold the comlink. Cornelius is starting shit with him. Okay,
See, now, I did know the Cornelius thing. I knew about that. I knew about that one. Now that I think about it, I had heard about that one before.
Oh, this is interesting. This is either going to be really cool or really sad. Whoa, what the hell was that? That's a lightsaber, dude. I freaking knew it. That guy is a Jedi. Oh, he's going to kill Cornelius, too. Yeah. Dude, you have any idea how huge this is? This is the biggest thing that could have possibly happened in the entire galaxy. Everyone is going to want to know everything about everybody in this bar. We're going to be famous. I don't want to be famous. We're background characters in a landmark moment. People are going to want to know our story. My story is that I'm a criminal, and I'm a successful one because nobody knows my story. We got to get out of here. Whoa, okay. I'm pretty sure that was another landmark moment. Maybe you're right. We should get out of here before they turn us into one.
I mean, well, what else do they do? Let's look at the rest of their stuff here. What else do they do around here? Is it just the bad guys 1, 2 regular guys, missing Tina. So that's what this guy does, I guess. He rarely does stuff. I'm trying to tell if they are on the side of Star Wars or Disney Star Wars. I'm trying to tell. And I can't tell. Oh well. Well, best of luck to them. I'm with Kel. It's their delivery is the problem. It's the delivery. Yeah, the only one I knew about, because I remember hearing about Cornelius. That one I knew about. I've heard about that one. That's the only one. Now I clicked on the link you sent me, Kratos. Is that to those forums? What is that telling me? Is that where these guys got this information about that? These are all the information on all the Mos Eisley Cantina people. Okay. We can go over that at some other point. I think that might be interesting to go over to on another show, on another episode. Okay, so they don't like the Star Wars. Okay, they don't like it. Okay, well, like I said, I think their criticisms were legitimate. They were criticizing unnecessary backstories for characters that nobody cares about. But I'm basically with Kel. It's just like his delivery didn't do it for me. There's a better way to do it. Now, clearly they're doing okay, I guess, with that many subscribers. I guess he's doing all right, but yeah, I mean, exactly. I agree with their sentiment that these are a lot of unnecessary backstories, but during the real era of Star Wars, super nerds love this shit. Real super hardcore, every detail nerds, they love that shit. I don't care. But so there it is. All right, then. Oh, no. God damn it. Dermy for another $5. After we're done holding hands, can we hold other body parts for 30 minutes, too? Oh, this is disgusting. No, we cannot. Let me update it again. Make sure I keep the tally correct. All right, there we go. We're going to have to get some more tiers. We're going to hit that $1,500 this week. Might even hit it tomorrow. So we still got 2 streams tonight. I got 2 more streams tonight. We could hit that today when we're done here. Anyway, so we got it. We're going to have to add some more tiers. We still got 2 weeks left essentially on this. Anyway, all right, guys. So there we go. I think that's today's show. They do redubs. Yeah, I guess there's a certain talent to that. I couldn't do that, but more power to them. Again, if somebody enjoyed that, go subscribe to their channel and don't claim me for reacting. All right, so that's stuff to listen. This is kind of the beauty of how this is working with this show, guys. I think I don't know if I said this to you guys, but I will say it now. I don't know if I was saying it in a conversation with somebody else or if I said it here anymore. I don't watch videos. I don't watch outside of our little circle of Sphere YouTube. I don't go out and watch things. So essentially, you have literally, I would say 95% of YouTube that I've never watched and seen. There is literally endless content out there to make me watch and react to because I don't watch stuff. I don't. It's just not something I do. So you guys will always find shit to make me watch. There's always going to be some. Very rarely, like on a rare thing, will I have seen something. Very rarely. Anyway, all right, guys, so we're done. Hour and a half in. We've had some fun today. A lot of fun today, guys. The gold tier, we're passing tiers. And here's an announcement now. Here's a big announcement. Some of you know about this. I've been doing it, but here's the official announcement. Work is now officially underway for tabletop gaming. Yes, the tabletop gaming is happening. It will now be happening. I'm gonna pose it to you guys some of you who I know are interested, we're going to be handing out some questions now to try and refine it. So we're looking to begin it in the middle of June, somewhere around the week of, let me get the exact week where we're planning to, we know the days we're going to offer. The week of essentially starting on from June 15th to June 22nd. In that week, we're getting ready to begin it. So Jed and I are working on it. We have chosen the program. Now, for the next couple of weeks, for the rest of this month, those of you who are interested, we're going to be fielding some questions so we can narrow down the days and time. And it's up to you guys. Now, after that, for the first half of June, I'm going to be putting together the game. Now, here's the thing. I'm putting together 3 separate campaigns that are literally happening simultaneously. Because what we're doing now, this is a game that's taking place in my original IP of one of the worlds that's the beginning of the galaxy universe of stories I'm going to tell you through my books for years and years to come once we get that going. So what's going to happen is those who are taking part in the first game, we're having 6 players. I'm pretty sure I know who 5 of the 6 of you are already who've been talking. There's a 6th spot open right now, kind of. And if you are joining the first campaign, you will essentially be having a little bit of free will, and you will be slotted into one of the 3 campaigns I will choose. And then you'll tell that one. But if you are not getting a chance to play in the first game, there's still going to be 2 more campaigns to play in, because you guys are going to be taking part in the history, a prequel of sorts to the events of my first book, Guardian of Innocence. So you're going to be ending up being a part of my lore, for my stories. Your events will be referenced in my books. So think about that when they talk about the history. So if you miss the first game, if you don't have time or get chosen to play in the first game, you got 2 more chances. Now, if you end up being the last campaign, that's the one you're going to play. Unfortunately, you don't get the freedom of choice, but you will get 3 chances to join in a campaign to play with me in my original world. So we're setting that up. It's going to happen in the middle of June, and we got all kinds of fun stuff planned for you guys. If you're in the game, you're going to have a great time. If you're in the chat, it's an interactive experience, just like this show. What the chat does can help and affect what's going on in the game, either help the players or be detrimental to the players or be a chaotic event for the players. All kinds of stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to it. Jed's helped me out with it. Jed's going to be playing in the first one, but he's also helping out. Yes, Kratos, you are on the list. I know that. You are on the list, just like you and Kel and a couple others are on the list. Going to make sure you guys are getting first dibs. You're among the people who get first dibs. So I'm putting it together. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be pretty simple, nothing crazy. A lot of regular. I'm a regular meat and potatoes DM. I play old school. Nothing crazy, but we're working on it. So we'll be talking to you guys over the next couple of weeks to fine tune the day and the time. And then once that's set, I will get to work on refining the campaign so that by the time we get to that week, everything is ready to go. And it's going to be bi-weekly. So every other week, because Jed and I then will need time to set up the program for everything. So we do it. Then Jed and I get a week to set up for the next campaign. So that's how it's going to work. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. You guys have been asking me to do this for a year, not necessarily in this world, but to do a game in general. So it's going to happen. I look forward to it. So there we go. Remember, tonight we've got Doctor Who Cares reviews at 9 p.m. Eastern right here and on Dermy's channel and Jed's channel. Later tonight after that, we've got Mellow Mondays with Devil, Drew Outstanding, and Sam. Although Sam's not going to be there tonight. He's got real life stuff to deal with. But you can join us at 10:30 p.m. Eastern as we have a good time nerding out. And then rest of the week, we got gaming and whatever the world holds for us. Thank you one and all for being here today. It was a great show today. I thank each and every one of you. Hit that like button. Share out the channel. Share the show. Let's get those subscriber numbers up. Let's get those viewers up. Let's keep the channel growing so that I can make it the success I've always wanted it to be, the success I know you guys want it to be too, so that I can move to Florida and I can be there live in person, ready to go for my day of doom, my week of doom a year from now. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you later on the rest of the day's streams. Until then, take it easy, guys.